Good afternoon. Today is July 30th, 2026. We're here at the residence of Mr. Ron Lefave to film and document a repairability attempt. A claim was put in for the damages to the roof. There's some hail damage or some wind damage. ALLSTATE opted to write for a repair. So we're going to come out and attempt to repair and document it in live time to determine whether or not it's in repairable condition. To perform this repair, I am going to be using a roof snake, to break the adhesive strip, to remove the nails, to install the nails. I'm going to be filming these on my meta glasses, which film in 3-minute increments, so at any point that I need to pause, I will, and do it in a way where I attempt to make it as seamless as possible. Let's go ahead and get started. So I have some creased shingles on the slope. What I want to look at here is making sure I know exactly where it starts, where it stops. 1, 2, 3. That's where it appears to be. Nope, I'm wrong. It's going to be here to here. So we have 1, 2, 3. I'm going to mark my work area off. Alrighty, so I've got that marked off. We'll go ahead and start removing or breaking the adhesive strip. Alrighty, and hopefully my glasses don't overheat. As gentle as I possibly can. Breaking the adhesive on these. So far there's no resistance. That's good. Nothing's breaking or tearing, which is good. And as gentle as I possibly can. Alright, now that we have everything loose and unsealed, I'm going to stand up and just do a general overview of the condition of shingles. Okay, right now nothing is damaged. Okay, we're now going to move on to the next portion, which will be removing the nails. So again, we're going to take the roof snake and get in a safe spot. I'm going to lay this underneath the tab, lift it less than a 45-degree angle, laying my roof snake flat on the roof, just high enough to identify where my nail is so I can come up from underneath and begin to pry that out. Gentle is the way to do this. Start moving on down the line, removing these nails. We got some damage taking place. Again, I'm never lifting these above a 45-degree angle. Being very gentle in my attempt to repair these wind damaged shingles. Again, you can see not massive lifting on there. Once I get the nail out, I come up underneath, pry it up, identify where the nail is. Okay, we've got all of the nails out. Now, to avoid having a mismatch issue, I'm going to pull the shingle out, and just to simulate a repair, I'm going to slide it right back into place, and we're going to reestablish and reinstall the nails. So, I'm going to pause. Glasses have unfortunately overheated, but as you can see, shingle has still not been driven in, and I want to do a quick analysis of where we're at so far. You can see some obvious damages, but what you can't see are the hidden ones, okay? So we've been very gentle. What you can't see is these shingles, when they're lifted, they actually end up having hinge creases that you can't see until some commotion is put on the roof, showing that there was a crease that did in fact take place, displacing those granules on a hinge crease. So if you look at every one of these shingles that weren't damaged prior, even these ones that had to be lifted to get the nails from underneath, see, it took more damage on this side. Every last one of these were damaged, okay? Again, I try to make this as seamless as possible, which is really hard in 90-degree weather when your devices, the meta glasses, overheat. So I apologize about that, but you can see here that where we started with one damaged shingle, which would be right here, that 3 tab, we now have 3 additional, okay? Where there was only 1 damaged tab, we now have an additional 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 different tabs. Everywhere that you see a wind damaged shingle on this roof, it's going to go upward and outwards. Okay, upwards and outwards, spreading, ultimately leaving this homeowner at a loss that can't be fixed. Okay, they had storm damage. ALLSTATE has agreed that the storm damaged the roof. They've covered the wind damage for it to be repaired. Unfortunately, it cannot be repaired without creating more damage, so the homeowner isn't made whole. In this situation, when this happens, my expert recommendation, based on what you've seen documented here in live time, is the only plausible explanation would be to replace the entire system. Again, everywhere that you have a wind damaged shingle, it's going to go upward and out. Okay, not to mention, this is a hipped roof and a valleyed roof. We've got a valley liner, so if we've proven that slope right there can't be repaired, which you've seen here in documented time, it creates more damage. Ice and water shield has to go here to replace that. Can't do that without pulling up this slope, which runs underneath there. You got hip roof over here, comes over, which that slope also has damage, can't be repaired. Hip roof comes over, damage back here, can't be repaired. All of it is tied together and it has to come up, because that is the only way to bring this paying customer to pre-storm condition. As always, we appreciate you guys taking time to review this, and we look forward to hearing back from you.